Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's cast of GMU versus UMD. If you've been following us, this is week 3 of the Invite League. We are just getting everything started over here on our map, Coastline, first map. And joining me today is...
King of Dopenshire. How's everyone doing?
We can actually take a look at standings this week. Somebody actually managed to get them up on time.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna hit that real quick so we can see where GMU is. But if I recall, GMU has not won a single game yet. Well, no, they technically won a game, but their team was a no-show, and then the team dropped out of the league. So they haven't had the. They've got one loss against RIT. Let's see if they can actually manage to beat out University of Maryland, who actually beat RIT last week, the week before that.
It sounds like GMU has a game ahead of them to play against UMD. Still waiting on 3 UMD players to show up. But do you know the? Do we have like seedings, like where they sit overall in the league, or do we not have those yet?
They're last place in Raven Shield.
Okay.
Yeah, we have that.
All right.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, I think right now UMD is first place in Raven Shield. Only 2 of these teams get to go to the finals. We're just missing 1 player. We are gonna bring that to you in just a second. Let's see. Historically, I think I've watched more UMD matches than I've watched GMU matches. So I typically expect them to be a little bit more on the strat heavy side compared to something like a team like UIT. Have you seen UIT play, Dope?
Yes, I have casted one of their games.
Oh yeah. If I recall correctly, they do a lot of counter stratting. They affect. Oh God, I can't talk today. But yeah, overall, I'd say that we need to watch for whatever strats they're going to be bringing. I think GMU has been described by some in the league as more of a wild card when it comes to their strategies and their counterplay. Not really following some sort of main playbook, but just trying to call it as it is and counter strat on the fly.
I mean, that can work out pretty well sometimes. You will see, teams pick unorthodox sites their first round of defending, try to throw off the attackers. On Coastline, some sites are definitely better than others, and you might pick like Kitchen to start off with instead of Hookah or Penthouse, and that might be enough to win you the first round and give you like a slight edge.
I would probably agree with that. I mean, it is Coastline. Just thinking of what exactly can change with that. Oh, looks like we have everybody. Just checking that we have everybody ready to go. We have GMU ready. And we've got a game. Alright, we're gonna push into the live here. And here we go. GMU UMD coming to you right now.
Yeah, let's see if we'll get 22 rounds on this map. I don't think we're gonna hit that. I hope not.
Okay, so it's overtime 3, not overtime unlimited.
Good.
Oh my lord, that was such a slugfest. Like I went away when it was just like 3-2 or 2-3. I don't remember which one it was, but like from what I've heard, until I came back, which was already at 20 rounds. They had effectively traded almost every round with whenever G2 actually managed to get anything down, it was through like some sort of clutch through Pengu or Kanto. Oh, these bans are going fast. We've already got Blitz and Jackal gone on Coastline of all things.
We will get the ban on Echo. It's a very high picked ban. I actually think during the Siege Invitational, he was the top ban defender throughout the entire event, and that makes sense due to his ability to just deny plants, and he's a big nuisance. We will get a ban on Clash. It's definitely an interesting ban for UMD. We have some pretty solid bans, some usual bans. Blitz actually was also the top banned attacker at the Siege Invitational, unless I am recalling my stats incorrectly.
Blitz? Jackal. Sorry. I was thinking of something else for a second, and just like how the G2 and Empire match just ended up being, if I recall, they just ended up banning stuff like Ashe and Jaeger just to counterban joystick.
Yeah, and counterbans are, definitely smart. When you have an operator with high fragging potential, such as Ashe and Jaeger, and you're playing against a player who can really utilize them and get really nice roams, really nice entry frags, it can be smart just to throw away a meta pick to get the target ban, just so you don't have to deal with that fragging power.
Alright, starting right off the bat, looks like GMU is going to break the seal on Blackbeard, while Sneaky Noodle is going to try to get a 6-pick, but it still end up on Legion.
Attackers need to locate
Not sure
and
what
defuse
that's
as many
about, but we're going to
bombs
start
as they
in
can.
Kitchen?
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Yeah, I mean, Coastline, I'd argue, has pretty defendable sites for every site. I don't think there's a site that stands out as terrible and a site you shouldn't pick.
I mean, at worst, you can go
that
Sunrise.
G2 Empire game, they went all over the map, except for Penthouse, because they had a ban on Mira. But let's see what UMD is gonna pull off here. They do have Sunrise Bar castled off.
5 seconds.
They do have one reinforcement facing towards the service exit or entrance, whichever one you prefer.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
And it looks like they're not even going to be holding with any sort of other information ops. Just Legion at best.
Yeah, they're not even taking a Valkyrie, not a Maestro. They're not really playing much information this round.
Looks like GMU is going for a breach up top in order to secure second floor. Not Zen is very close by. Not sure if he'll manage to cash them out on what they're doing here. Nolak does seem to be fighting them. Oh, and as they breach in, oh, not Zen coming back around. Gonna go ahead and pick up that phone call, get droned out, and possibly shot through the wall. No, it looks like instead Roboy is going to choose to go for that reset. GMU's
that's a good job getting ready up. It's definitely helpful to have that Blackbeard up and alive to peek those angles. They are droning there, making their way. It looks like they might have second floor control, which would greatly benefit them here. The ability to push down multiple angles onto GMU in kitchen. Is that UMD? Sorry, in kitchen.
Yeah, UMD is in kitchen. Doesn't look like there's anybody going downstairs except maybe the Blackbeard Redding already moving in. Not sure what he's doing right there. Okay, finally he's looking down, trying to find some sort of defender. There is somebody nearby. Oh, almost gets the kill on Notchen? Yeah, Notchen. But he's going to come off of it, not taking any damage, but doing significant to the point where I think Jen is just one shot. Yep, he is one shot, but since that's a body shot, Rook Armor saved him for now. But Clayman is going to pick up a kill on PW Nut.
Yeah, Notchen's still down and will get picked off. Is that currently a 3v3?
It's 45 seconds.
Yeah, they still got time. They still have to push onto site, but they're applying the pressure.
Oh, he does see the head.
Oh.
Redding goes, picks up Flaming Clayman, and Roboy is going to go ahead and set up the calls. It's 3v2 right now. Sneaky Noodle and Q-Pals presiding over the site. And quickly, the Redding picks up the kill on Q-Pals, and it's down to just Sneaky Noodle. Can she clutch this out? It is a 3v1. And immediately sees a drone that sees her. She's spotted.
10 seconds to go.
But Roboy has to go for that plant right next to Sneaky Noodle, and baiting it out. Turtle takes down Sneaky Noodle.
Yeah, it's definitely well played by GMU. They got that second floor control. This plant cover we saw right there was definitely well played. They knew where Legion was, and they could really just flush her out. She had no option. Taking out their smoke definitely assisted them in that win. Are we gonna rehost?
Yep. When they claimed some sort of technical difficulty, and they do have the right to call that rehost at any moment. But they already won downstairs, and we're gonna put that in. I'm not sure what what happened there to prompt them to need it, but that is understandable for now. So that first round, that was an interesting defense of the kitchen. Just overall, open wall towards, would you call that open area, or would you call it terrace? Yeah, terrace. Open kitchen wall towards terrace. Really helping out with Thatcher. And just I thought it was a solid defense, but the Blackbeard being able to peek almost every single one of them one by one definitely did not help. If the early on Jaeger down on Blackbeard had resulted in a kill, maybe the round would have gone completely different.
Yeah, I mean, Redding was down, and you did see him pick up some kills later. That kill on Rook definitely was a result of Rook overextending into that main lobby, knowing full and well that Blackbeard was there, and really just Blackbeard you can't really peek unless you have this jump on him. And when Blackbeard's got his sights on where you are, it's not the best idea to peek when he's got his shield up. And the fact that they also took out UMD smoke prior to the end of the round, that definitely helped, because smoke can shut down their plant, and you know, without that, there's really nothing Legion could do towards the end.
Oh, I forgot which was their.
We had Echo and Clash, I think.
Okay.
Might want to double check that.
I will ask the teams real quick. But I will have to add the round history first. First round could have gone a little bit better for but
yeah, I think the ban was on Clash.
Clash is banned. I'm not too sure why ban Clash. I honestly don't think that she's that much of a worry, at least at this level. Maybe a little bit more in Pro League, but anytime G2 brought her out, it just was not much of a worry, honestly.
And in my opinion, Clash is really best on maps that are a lot more linear, because you don't have as many angles to watch. But Coastline is a square, and not to mention that those hallways have rooftop sites. There's a lot. It's hard for Clash to rotate without getting picked off, and she goes from intel roamer to really just a camp on site, around site, which can be good, but she loses that, like, the dynamic of being able to roam off site when you have those, like, multiple flank points onto her position.
Okay. Looks like somebody did take a bathroom break, so we're going to be waiting just another minute before we get this rehost rolling. But if you just joined us, it is currently 1-0 on Coastline for GMU. That Blackbeard becoming ever so useful in just peeking angles. Really needs the counterplay of a flank to get him down, despite the, you know. Here we go. And sorry about that. I had the scoreboard off apparently. Just sorry about that. I should be better now. But carrying on, we are in round 2 of GMU versus UMD. 1-0 for GMU. Are we gonna see? Yep, Redding is picking up the Blackbeard again. Definitely going for that advantage with the shield on his face. But Bohuch is gonna pick out Fuse, interestingly enough.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting pick, but seeing as
we're on Coastline,
that's definitely I guess that could be a smart pick because Kitchen, you can fuse onto Kitchen, and since you know UMD is going Kitchen again, is definitely a smart pick here. I wouldn't say he's definitely the best pick to go there.
I would say he's a good distraction once you get above, at the very least.
Yeah, I mean if they know they're bringing some trap ops like Legion, which they 6-picked off of, but he's definitely good at clearing rooms. The only problem is he can't actually. He could be used for blowing off those ADS charges. Allowed for smoking.
Alright.
Bomb located by attackers.
Going off of, they're pretty much recreating the same strategy that they had last time, without really much of a change other than just dropping the Legion. And possibly they did move on to a Maestro, which I'm not quite sure is what they need to cover what they had missing last time, as they didn't really go for a sort of a service entrance kind of deal. They went more for, you know, reception area, taking the second floor, and then moving down from there, locking them down in the kitchen.
Attackers have recovered.
I mean, another part of their failed defense was they just couldn't finish off 1 or 2 plays. Especially getting Redding down on that Blackbeard and not being able to finish him off definitely cost them the round. So they just need to follow through with 1 or 2 kills, and that should be enough to get them a round win here. If they play similar to how they did last time.
Looks like GMU is going to go for that breach again, opening up the bathroom, or droning out the nearby area, and immediately seeing that No Lag and Not Zen are there. They are covering the second floor. They're not going to let them have it so quickly. Almost a headshot onto Not Zen, but did you see the angle of that bullet?
Yeah, that was a hard angle. That goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Those hallways, those long sight lines from the roof. No Lag will get the kill onto Road Boy. Yeah, those long sight lines definitely can cut off the vision. Not Zen is low. Not low, but shot up a bit.
Yeah, both No Lag and Not Zen have already taken damage, but they do have a kill for their troubles in keeping second floor under control. And it looks like an attempt at a wall that is going to go through. Oh, and we're going to see the grenades come out from the fuse. Not going to grab No Lag though after taking some damage, and No Lag is going to walk away with his life. Well, No Lag is just expecting to ambush somebody from a crossfire. Are they going to come for the confirm, or is No Lag going to get the flank here? No. Oh, but unfortunately that shield is just too powerful, and they finish up. Redding picks up No Lag and then finishes off Not Zen. Not too shabby.
Yeah, that fuse definitely played a big role in actually pushing them out of VIP, allowing them to be cut off, and we will have GMU open up the ceiling onto Kitchen.
Some interesting strategies coming here from GMU, just not really bringing a buck to play with this verticality, but just bringing breach charges to work on that.
Yeah, also bringing the fuse. They used him well back in VIP to clear out No Lag,
and then
he still has charges left. He could clear out more anchors on site.
It's not looking... Well, actually, there's 30 seconds, and it's a 4v3, so UMD has a good chance to hold this still. GMU still needs to breach into site. GMU still needs to be able to plant, and it's down to 20 seconds. It's not going well. Sneaky Noodle does pick up a kill on Turtle, and out comes the Blackbeard, and the
15 seconds remaining.
Alda 556 is too much. 2 down. It's a 2v3 at the moment. Can they do it? 7 seconds to go. PW Knight is going to come around the corner, and
5 seconds to go.
oh, and another headshot that was unnecessary. And for the 4K, Sneaky Noodle picks up Boja.
Yeah, UMD definitely took their time. That definitely cost them the round, as UMD still had their smoke. So, you know, once you're down to 30 seconds, smoke, really, the ball's in his court. He can choose where you plant and where you can't plant. And that Maestro definitely held a strong position. Very smart play on that, on Redding. Notice he had the shield and shot at his torso, which secured him the kill. Otherwise, you know, he would have had to eat through that shield health and then get the headshot. So it's a smart play from him.
Yeah, she definitely like shot at the right range for a Blackbeard, and you know, leveraging just how fast that the Alda 556 can put out just bullets in general was a good idea, especially with Redding. I think he didn't take any damage at all from previous engagements. That was all Maestro. That was just Maestro's damage. Interestingly enough.
GMU definitely felt rushed at the end. There wasn't really much. They knew smoke was still alive. They heard the gas canisters go off. They were kind of rushed. Even I believe they were up one operator. And just they took too long to get there, and that just allowed UMD to really just toss them around in that hallway.
I think they had a solid plan for pushing in, but they stumbled a little bit when it came to the fact that they just could not take control of second floor as fast as they did the first round.
Yeah, I mean, time management definitely did not go in their favor. They did get some good frags on that second floor. They clear out both their roamers, but that wasn't done as fast as they wanted it to be done, and that really slowed them down when they needed a plant at the end.
Not sure whether he was trying to look for a little peek there on the window, but it's not going to happen at the moment. We do have 2 roamers. Flaming Clayman being able to watch all the way down.
Yeah, he is peeking that hallway, trying to get a early pick here. Redding is aware that he is sitting in that site. "45 seconds in, and only PWN here with a bit of damage on him, but besides that, no one's really taken any shots." You know, we were talking about GMU's time management, and they're a minute and 5 seconds in, and they haven't really made much progress.
They haven't really entered. Oh, they finally entered through. It's Redding over in Aquarium, using the fact that there's a Castlecade here in order to push it down into luggage. But PW Nut is trying to get a kill in Hookah at the moment with Turtle to back him up. They're pushing in. They know where Flaming Clayman is, and they keep shooting towards him, but it doesn't seem to be that they know that he's just proning. He hasn't taken any damage at all. What is this Matrix stuff? I was gonna say a bad word. I mean,
honestly, Flaming just sit there, not even gonna kill, and he's wasted so much of their time.
And now he's down Road Boy.
45 has gone and taken out this castle. Not even on site.
Flamin' Clayman finally down, after downing 2 of GMU's players, finally goes down to their attack. With 1 minute to go, they need at least 10 to 20 seconds to get all of their teammates up, and also possibly not get... Boboja almost gets his head taken off by No Leg.
No Leg is camping those stairs, looking up. Really pushing back, knowing there's only 40 seconds on the clock. The time is in their favor. They just have to hold angles and hold sight.
Oh, but No Lag is no match for Redding with his Blackbeard shield. It does not break the shield though, and Bohuja attempts to push down, but immediately gets gooed. They are losing time here. They need to push up. Looks like Q-Pals is aware of where they're coming from the window, and sorry, the door, and the Ying is gonna blind them, but the diffuser is gonna be lost right outside of Sunrise. Sneaky Noodle just needs to survive for 10 seconds. Oh!
Yeah, that was a close round. Came really down the wire. The plant didn't go off. Correct me if I'm wrong. So GMU was really relying on getting those kills to win them the round, and it did work. But you know, as we were talking about the previous round, their time management in getting those initial 1 or 2 kills on the top floor, it definitely slowed them down. And while they did manage to come back, it's not every round can end that way for them if they take their time. They spent actually a large amount of time sitting there in hookah trying to take out Castle in that billiards room, and you know, that minute and a half they spent on flaming definitely made them rush that last push.
Well, overall, I think that, yeah, no, GMU once again got held up in the second floor, trying to take it, and they just tripped. They stumbled trying to get downstairs, and that collapse somehow worked at the last second in their favor, as they managed to just brute force their way onto site and just kill anybody that was there.
Yeah, I mean, UMD was pretty much relying on No Lag to cover that stairwell push, and once Redding picked him off, they had pretty much a free reign to throw into Candelas and just charge into Sunrise Bar. It was definitely well played with not a lot of time left. Let's see if GMU can speed up their pace and try to get those early kills earlier in the round.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Looking overall at the scoreboard at the moment, it's just Sneaky Noodle and Redding popping off. Redding definitely utilizing a lot of that peak advantage from Blackbeard on the shield. Meanwhile, Boja's gonna go ahead and open up a little bit of a window, the window to billiards, not a little bit of window. Sorry about that. Knowing that they've held that in this game, but they are back in Sunrise. And Turtle is going to look down here, see if he can catch any defenders out of position. Well, PW Nut is going to go to the balcony. GMU doing their best to drone their drone diligence. Well, we do have 3 defenders on site at the moment. 1 coming back maybe, but No Lag is just patrolling a little bit offsite, making sure that they don't just push in through what's that, office? No, sorry, wow, I did not spend enough time in that room in the game myself. I apologize. But looks like they set up a fake castle here. Well, not okay. There's 2. They set up a fake hold up here and wasted GMU's time for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Meanwhile, Flaming Clayman is off somewhere else.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers.
Yeah, he is looking for the flank here onto billiards. Definitely smart to put that up.
Oh, he's getting crossed off really quickly here. They're gonna shoot through the wall for him. But will PW not find him first, or will Redding? Oh, and Turtle does pick up Flaming Clayman as Flaming tried to exit through VIP, but Turtle with the cover for his teammates manages to get him. Turtle with the wall bang!
Onto the dock too. That is one of their anchors. That is their only ACOG. So that definitely
hurts.
Puts UMD at a disadvantage.
That hurts, especially because it was more off of like a hunch that Turtle shot that way, especially with how the wall was. Like, it looked like a rotation, but there was no guarantee there'd be anyone down there.
Yeah, that's definitely a lucky kill, but killing off the blast onto UMD.
Oh, they managed to pick up Bohuja. Oh, and the shotgun gets Redding! And No Leg gets picked up upstairs, and finally down the hatch comes PW Nut to finish off Q Pals.
Now, twice in a row, we've seen UMD pick this site, and we've hit a similar...
Yeah.
The round's gone similar. We have GMU really taking their time upstairs, wasting nearly 2 minutes just droning it out, clearing it. They have... UMD is putting one roamer upstairs, and GMU spending 2 minutes taking him out. But once they get downstairs, they just become suddenly dominant and take the round. So I don't know why I don't think we'll see UMD go back to that site. I feel like they're going to seal that away and try it next time they play on this site.
It is possible. Going off of the 6-pick phase, we're getting off of Fuse onto Sledge and off of Jaeger onto Vigil. No Leg is definitely continuing his roamer role here. He is not letting up at all. It is now round 3. Coastline is a very attack-favored map, I'd say. Especially just with how much easy access the attackers have to sites. This one, for example, you have outside from from pool into kitchen, and you just have the service entrance right there, which if you bring a Monty, you can hold it pretty well. I will also give a very useful tip to all those playing Siege. If you go up here and more or less at the angle that the camera's in, you can shoot down all the way to the service entrance, because that's all destructible. That's how you stop a Monty plant. Just tips and tricks over at CEA today.
Yeah, I did not know that one. That's a helpful one. Especially because Monty plants are very strong coming into that service entrance.
Yep, people don't usually notice the hole before it's too late, and it ends up being a detriment because they just try to push in and plant and immediately get headshot from above.
Redding is trying to find heads, but he's not finding any.
He's playing a very aggressive game with Blackbeard at the moment, and it's been working, and ooh, it almost worked right there. No damage from that, but No Leg is going to take some damage from above and run away to Zen, who this time is a dog instead of the but they're not going to go for that just yet, and Zen is going to get called out here. The Dokubi change is still not implemented from the Invitational. Bohoja's going to take some damage, but then pick up a headshot on Zen. Or on Zen.
Diffuser has been dropped.
Roboy is just watching the flank for his teammate. Turtle coming in with Bohoja. Looks like they have almost full control of upstairs. Yep, that's full control of the upstairs. If nobody rotates up to try and contest that. Looks like what? What? And
covered their diffuser.
Yeah, that's going on my failed reset list. It's
yeah.
number 57.
And Redding is inside. Not sure you want your Blackbeard to be planting. But looks like they're just gonna cover him because they can shoot him through the window in the bathroom wall, but that's completely closed right now. They're gonna shoot towards where the plant is going down, but they're not gonna be able to stop it at all. Meanwhile, Bohoja is just gonna go above the plant and watch for anybody coming around. Is he gonna be able to see this defender? No, he's not. Oh, but Redding is gonna pick up that kill anyways. And my Sneaky Noodles Maestro is down. There's just one left. Flaming Claymon does not see them. They're coming from everywhere.
Yeah, GMU definitely played that a lot better than their 2 previous rounds. Instead of taking nearly 2 minutes to clear out second floor, they pretty much came in. They really pinched the defenders. No Leg got shot down low real early, forced to go back and anchor 4 anchors on that site. They pretty much let Reading walk in there and plant. Not to mention the failed reset. Not sure if that was a miscommunication or a misclick. I'm not quite sure what happened.
I would say that was a misclick. That was a definite misclick.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it could have been also muscle memory, just sheer muscle memory of having thrown so many smokes that you just go, okay, the next button I press when I throw a smoke is this one. No, that killed my teammate.
Yeah.
Yikes! Big yikes coming out from UMD tonight. We know that their coach is gonna have harsh words about that one later on today.
Yeah, I could see what they're going for. Those smokes do damage upon impact, I believe, just like, you know, flash grenades. So I guess they could reset him with that. But, you know, again, as you were saying, probably just muscle memory. Pressing whatever keybind he has, just ended up taking them down to 3 team members. We will see GMU and UMD switch attack and defense. GMU choosing to go penthouse, which hasn't been touched yet, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm actually very surprised because... And Mira's also not... Damn, why wouldn't they bring Mira up here? I mean, I guess that is the technically meta strategy on Coastline, to bring Mira and just to hold this with 2 unreinforced walls with the Mira windows facing toward the window, but they didn't bring us smoke though, so that's going to be interesting in of itself.
I mean, they might be relying on that Mira C4 to act as their smoke. You know, they see smoke, offensive smoke grenade go down. You know, toss a C4, hope to get a kill. We will have Capital come out and
that
early
was
trade.
Yep, almost a trade. There, Reading went down as No Leg picked up the headshot. Oh, and looks like they're going for it again. Oh, QPal saved his teammate with that headshot on the run out.
Yeah, that first run out, I can see that. But that second run out wasn't. That was just greedy.
That was just greedy, and that was looking to finish off something that they wouldn't have been able to get if, you know, the information had properly gone out. But QPal is going to be looking here. And they've got control of Hall of Fame at the moment. They don't have control of VIP just yet, but I give them like 10 seconds and they should have it.
They know those mirrors are guarded. However, Capital can flush them out, can smoke off those mirrors, and get a nice plant here.
Jen is going to be a little bit ballsy here and shoot a few bullets across the top of that mirror window, hoping to get a lucky headshot. Not going to find it though, but No Leg is going to try to position his drone in a way that reveals their position, but probably going to lose that drone right away anyways. And they're going to set up to instead. Yep, they are setting up their push. They're setting up their safeties. And the smokes have gone out. And Sneaky Noodle with the plant. Going down at the moment. Oh, the C4, just like you said. Oh, the Prophet Dopenshire. What are your wise words?
As someone who loves to pick Mira on this site, I appreciate that. We are getting another plant here. Road Boy, we will throw an impact, does not connect. UMD has planted the diffuser.
That was one hit. Come on, Road Boy. Picking up the headshot there on Sneaky Noodle. Going straight for the plant, trying to long arm it. Is he going to be able to? No, because Zofia, Flamin' Clayman on the window, picks him up.
Yeah, that was a very fast-paced round. Once we got inside. Yeah.
Oh. But hey, that's the second round win for UMD. Not
yeah,
too
definitely
shabby.
A big portion of that round win was just a big misplay by GMU right off the bat. You know, you're holding a good site, you have a good setup, and losing an anchor and another team member off a run out early game is not a good situation you want to find yourself in.
It definitely is not. Overall, it just that was one heck of a I'm gonna say cluster duck. I can't say the other one. that was a mess. That they managed to go into sight. The Mira C4 went off, downed the IQ who was trying to plant,
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
and then very quickly it swapped into just trying to distract GMU as the Capital got up the IQ, the plant went down, and then finally, there was only 2 defenders left.
Yeah, that C4 from PW not
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
definitely good. That was well placed, well connected. But GMU already being down 2 members like 20 seconds
10
into the
seconds
round,
left before insertion.
that really hindered their defense. They couldn't really afford to roam,
5
only
seconds
having
remaining.
putting 2 people on site if you have 1 roamer. And
Attackers have recovered their
it's definitely smart for them
Attackers
this round to
objective
play
is
more
defuse the bomb.
conservative and not go for the run out. Although we might, I don't think we're gonna see one here.
We do have the Capcan coming out from Reading, possibly trying to cover for those
Recovered the diffuser.
rushes. Not sure that it's gonna work on bedrooms though. It's the last time they entered through the window, and we really have to cover that completely. And with not Zen playing IQ, he's never gonna catch Zen unaware of those Capcan traps at all. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and prep the service entrance so that they don't get run out on. And Nolag is gonna go ahead and open up the hatch.
GMU playing very similarly to how they were last round, with the exception of the 2-person run out at the start. But, yeah. We also have UMD doing a very similar push. They will open that main window into penthouse. Looking to get a quick plant here.
It's like Reading downstairs with the sausage. Okay.
I respect the pick.
I respect the pick, but, you know, there's a few things. Well, then again, we said they were the wild cards of this division. I've never heard that line from Sophia.
Neither have I. That's a new one for me.
Being very careful. Oh, almost getting their head shot off here. And Turtle is going to pick up the kill on Nolag. Q-Pals is not going to follow up despite Turtle being so very close. Noodle trying to crouch defuse here and going to get some bullets her way for that crouch spam a little bit.
Yeah, minute left, still 5 defenders left on GMU. UMD really needs to change up something, get a few picks here. Not looking too hot for them at this moment.
No, they need to push up,
and they do with smokes.
They need to push up quickly and they need to push up fast. But Reading is going to fire a few shots into VIP from all the way in billiards and back off. Looks like he's just trying to make them a little bit more paranoid as they try to go for that final push. Oh, but immediately Sneaky Noodle goes down as gets down by a C4 thrown out. WNF, why are you so far up? The plant is going to start to... No? Where's the plant? Where's the diffuser? UMD, where's the diffuser? Kills just coming out left and right. Refrag from Q-Pals onto Roboy after Roboy picks up the kill on to, I believe, not Zen. There's very little time left. The fire arrows are going to come out. Turtle's going to pick up Flaming Clement and Boja! Headshot by Q-Pals. No, sorry, headshots Q-Pals. Sorry about that. That was so fast. I can't talk fast enough for what's been happening this round. Whew.
Yeah. So that's what happens when GMU doesn't go for a 2-man run out and defends that site how they were. Definitely well played by GMU there. They held a similar strategy, but not losing those 2 members at the start definitely aided their defense.
I think I need an oxygen tank. Honestly, that was ridiculous. Like, most of the pushes just come down to so many plays in so few seconds. And it's hard to keep up. Like, the kill feed just keeps rolling the entire time whenever these 2 teams decide it's time for a fist fight. And they slug at each other until there's nothing left. And, you know, GMU there had the better positioning and managed to leverage that into pushing, I believe it was Q-Pals on the Capital to push at the last second, pick up the diffuser, but unfortunately
Attackers
get
need to
shot down
locate
for his
and
shovels.
defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yeah, I mean, both teams they're being pretty durable in terms of how long they're staying alive, which leaves like 6 or 7 kills for the last 30 seconds, which at that point it's hard to keep track of. Not only as a caster what's happening, but even as like
Discovered the location of a
when
bomb.
you're, yeah, as a player, when you don't have like the observer, you can't see where everyone is. It's hard and it becomes confusing, especially when you're attacking.
10 seconds
Like,
remaining.
where's the diffuser? Where are my teammates? And where are the enemies at? That's a lot to keep
seconds remaining.
track. And if you're pushing those last 30 seconds and people start going down,
Attackers
you're gonna lose
recovered
track
the
of
diffuser.
something.
Attackers
You
objective
definitely
is to
are.
defuse a bomb.
You definitely are.
Also, we're going to hookah for the first time, I believe, on this map.
I'm pretty sure we've been here before, or a similar site. I think we were below hookah in Sunrise. Yeah, we haven't been on hookah. UMD picked some very unorthodox sites, even for coastline. Like, I know that... Oh, what? Oh, the reply from the window. No lag picks up the headshot on Redding. Looks like that was a peek outside. Oh, and Flaming Claimant does see Turtle, but Turtle decides, I don't think it's my lucky day against a Blackbeard. That's not.
Yes,
that's that. He got up out of he got up out of bed and he was like, not ready for that.
Flamin' is right outside of Aquarium, posing a potential threat. This is to hop a hole and get that advantage with his shield. PW Nut is watching out on that door. Will fire shots and not connect.
Now they know that he's there, and now he's gonna have to play the very dangerous game of, can you peek Blackbeard? Oh, he's going for it, No, he is now concussed by the Zofia, possibly coming from Billiards, but Roadboy goes down as Flaming Claimant takes down PW Nuts backup. Oh, can you peek that Blackbeard? The flash grenade bang says no. Oh, he can! He can peek the Blackbeard! But unfortunately, that's going to end up in a refrag onto him, and then Q-Pals is going to pick up the last kill with a headshot onto Maestro.
Yeah, I believe GMU just needs one more round to seal the map, and UMD not letting them take an easy one. The Blackbeard pick definitely was a smart pick with all that. There's a lot of places you can shoot in with both Blackbeard and Glass. Ton of windows. We will see GMU go to kitchen on first floor. Maybe as a counter to that, we will see Redding take Tachanka, which that's if I don't see a 6.
That's a
yeah.
Is GMU just throwing? Are they just being that cocky? They're bringing the Lord. What is?
We might see a 6 pick here. No.
No. What?
They're bringing Tachanka.
They're bringing the Lord Tachanka.
They're wild cards.
Is this BM? Is this technically BM? I mean, they just need one round.
Locate and defuse
Are they
not
like?
sure.
if they can.
Because this could just be them playing up the fact that they've only got one round to win. Or is this actually part of their strategy, despite them bringing Mira? Wait, unless you could use the mirror window as a shield and you open it up. Oh.
Yeah.
I think that might be what's happening right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna open up that mirror window and give Redding full sightline to the surface entrance as soon as the round starts.
Yeah, I've seen this one before. I'm like, 2 a.m. casual. But it's definitely a valid strategy. Tachanka's biggest weak point, besides the verticality and getting fragged, is the fact that his torso and his legs are exposed, and now they're not. So this could definitely shut down that service entrance plant if UMD tries to go for it. Wolf Flamin going into billiards, trying to look for any roamers, maybe get an early peek. Not finding anything.
Jen's gonna burst through the bathroom wall.
Into VIP.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like... Yeah, the only roamer is Bohuja as the smoke. Not gonna get seen by the drone. Drone diligence being thrown out the window. Or they see him. I'm not quite sure. And the Lord is gonna look up. And not pick up the kill. Take a little bit of damage for his troubles, but it's okay. He did not get headshot. Oh, and a C4 takes down Sneaky Noodle, and down goes Lord Tachanka. Oh, Redding. That BM ending up in a good positioning for that turret, but at the same time, 4v4, 1 minute 30 to go.
Yeah, it's still pretty even early on. Tachanka doesn't... He already placed his utility, so they're not losing too much by having him dead. Although Redding is one of their top fraggers.
Ooh.
So not having him could play. Not Zen will just miss the defender below on site.
Yep, PW nuts. Pone nut. The round has suddenly slowed down as Roboy is very valiantly holding the kitchen window. That's not where you want to be. Oh, and one Goo-Mine does pick up on Q-Pals. And Q-Pals is going to have to waste another smoke after having gotten out of his foot. 30 seconds to go. Now looking good. Shots coming in from above. And Q-Pals picks up Bohuja. Q-Pals is holding that that thermoscope. Just trying to find as many defenders as possible, but there's 10 seconds left. Roboy, will he get the kill here? He picks up no leg. It's up to just no leg. Oh, and he tries to put down the Goo-Mine. Did Q-Pals go down? No, Q-Pals is left against PW Nut.
Run out of time.
GMU wins round 9 by timeout. And GMU will win the first map.
Yeah, I think this is definitely one of the first times I've seen Tachanka on an MVP screen at this level.
What
a pick.
You're not wrong. It's a bit surprising. Oh, hang on. I did not have that ready to go. Give me a second. I need to update the scores here between the teams on our main screen. Just 1 second. Boom. And then gotta hit this button. There we go. It's fixed. Teams have asked for a 5-minute break. That was interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't 22 rounds long, but it was still interesting.
The whole thing with every round, that it just came down to that last push. It always came down to that last push, and we could just stand there with our with our jaws hitting the floor, just from how many kills were happening in 5-10 seconds at most. Just GMU managing to win it out in that chaos. I think despite the Lord not getting any kills, he was still a good luck charm.
Definitely. I mean, they did have to waste utility and waste time upstairs flushing him out. Yeah. Speaking of that, you were saying it's hard to keep track of who died and how. I know UMD had a sledge on second floor with like 10 seconds left, and I have no idea how he died, as no one was up there with him. So
I think
you know, it's hard to keep track.
I think they were shooting up from the pantry near service exit up towards him and got a headshot on him. I'm not quite sure, because at that same time the bathroom was breached, the kitchen was breached, and Zofia died to Road Boy in the corner by the window. Immediately turning to the left, Q-Pulse picked him up, and then finally PW Nut was left alone by the bathroom as Q-Pulse tried to rush him with a pistol. And the round ended out as... Oh no, I remember. I think the sledge actually opened the hatch to reception area, jumped down with the diffuser, and tried to go in through the bathroom. Or no, oh my god. What is happening?
I don't even know.
I have to watch the tape. Oh no, the tape just went by. Oh my god. Somebody with a red hat. No, that was a sledge. I was right. The sledge did jump down the hatch and then try to go through the bathroom door and got shot in the head by PW Nut. That's what happened. He didn't get shot through the floor. He tried to make it onto site once he realized he had the diffuser.
Yeah, so that's a
big oof. That's a huge oof.
Yeah.
Like, why did Sledge have the diffuser? Like, now that we've like decoded the encryption on that counter, we realized that I don't think UMD had a chance there.
No, I mean, Q-Pals could have got that last kill on PW Nut. He had his pistol out, he was trying his best, but just couldn't get there in time. I can definitely see UMD banning out Blackbeard on this next map.
It is Consulate. Consulate does have a few strong angles for Blackbeard, which can also, in my opinion, be used by Glaz. Especially seeing how much they utilize Glaz. I think either team might ban it.
Yeah, I mean, Redding really just rocked with Blackbeard. Not even just like blocking in from that exterior, like he was inside peeking down like closer angles and down hallways and just out fragging pretty much everyone else in the game. So that Blackbeard definitely allowed him to get a ton of kills, and UMD might just counterban that.
That is very possible. It is very possible, and it's just wow. I'm just, oh my god. Here's a word you don't hear much nowadays. Flabbergasted by just how that went down. I could not believe. I think chat called me out on them throwing, quote unquote, by picking Tachanka, but it worked out. Like they made good use of his turret and put him in a good tactical position. It just, you know, didn't really come into play. We're gonna be going off into map 2 now. 104 GMU. Looks like we're gonna go into op bans. Well, we already.
I wouldn't be surprised if UMD bans away this Blackbeard. I can also see them banning. Not sure.
Glaz, maybe?
There are a lot of valid bans.
I'd say Glaz is a very valid ban here, but at the same time, we're on Consulate. Oh, Thermite for that, for the garage door. That's a valid ban. I would expect either Glaz or Blackbeard, just because of how much power they have on Console's office window. Honestly. Oh, Jackal? Okay.
All right.
Don't want to play.
GMU did not hesitate with that. They picked that pretty heavy. It seems like they don't want to play against Jackal at all.
Even though they're starting as attack first, and it would help with clearing out roamers. Mira getting banned out. I'm trying to think of what sites Mira's good on in Consulate.
She's not bad on basement, but besides that, she's not as useful as she is on other maps. Like, she doesn't turn the site around like she does on Penthouse. Echo, a very common ban, you know, preventing that. Just his ability to stop the plant is very annoying. So that's definitely a good ban. He's, you know, banned a lot. I feel bad for Echo main to play at this level. Don't get to play him much, do ya?
Oh, Blitz coming out from Redding. Redding just likes to play these shield ops, doesn't he? He enjoys them, and I wouldn't be surprised if he rushes headlong into Consulate. Like, he's spawning police lane. There's... If he goes through the front door, somebody needs to owe me $5. Somebody needs to owe me $5 for that. Or maybe I have the wrong spawn in mind. I probably have the wrong spawn in mind, because that's the one thing I haven't memorized is the spawn names. Oh, never mind. He's 6-picking off of Blitz Blackbeard? No.
Nope.
What?
Finka. Might be taking Finka for the frag grenades.
Being told now that Redding plays Blackbeard so much, he once had a game where he had 24 kills as Blackbeard. That's quite a bit of dedication right there. That's a Blackbeard main. That's a Blackbeard main right there.
Yeah, that's the point where teams are like, alright, we'll ban Blackbeard so we don't forget that. And UMD did not ban Blackbeard, but they won't have to deal with him this round. Instead, we will have Finka from Redding.
I'm curious as to why Finka, unless they're expecting to rush right here.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
It was already... Oh. That was called... We're getting another rehost here. Sorry about that. It happens. But it's unfortunate. It is really unfortunate when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, technical difficulties happen. Even at, like, esports, like, professional level invitationals, you do have, you know, technical difficulties. Especially when, you know, players are playing on their own machines, on, you know, college internet, stuff can go wrong.
Yeah. But we can only do our best to accommodate. And now I'm gonna have to rebuild a little bit of what we had there. Oh wait, there's no rounds for me to add. Whew. Whew.
That was a good time to rehost. Rehosting 7 rounds in, definitely not ideal.
Okay, gotta go ahead and... Come on. Okay, game, please. Okay. That should get them started on coming back in. I need to fill in the bans, and if I recall, it was Mira Echo for defense.
Yep.
And that should be Gucci. But anyways, go ahead and add in the team names. We're gonna have to wait for that player to come back from that crash. Unfortunate. Happens. As a software developer myself, I don't know what to tell you about crashing. It happens. It happens very often, and sometimes it's for something you didn't even think about when you were first designing the program, and it's just problems that you run into. Now, whether you can find that problem, not so sure about it.
Yeah, that can be hard. It can take a while. Looks like we already have everyone back in. Checking
if both teams are ready. Teams are ready. We are starting, and hang on. Let me just up my sound. No game. Okay, I'll change the scene. It's gonna be a little low for just a second until I can get the UI back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Back on the rehost. Oh, this is done. We're going back. What? Okay. Maybe we should write it into the rules that if you call a rehost during the setup phase, you should pick the same ops.
Yeah.
Because this
I was
feels
actually just about to ask. Is there a rule on that?
Let me.
Defenders,
We're gonna find out right now.
By attackers.
We're gonna find out. If I recall correctly, in rehosting, team rehosting, during course of a match, team is entitled to 2 rehosts if the need arises. This could be disconnected player to submit a protest. The use of this rehost is not limited to listed examples. The team rehost is called after the preparation phase. Okay, nope, there is nothing about this. This is something we should work on for next season. And those of you wondering why suddenly the channel itself asked for the handbook, that's why. So that you guys can check it out too and get learned.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb.
Yeah, that we will have Blackbeard picked up, and Redding will go to Nomad instead of Luca.
Yeah. Not sure if that was like a mistake pick or... But it wasn't even GMU that requested... No, it was GMU that requested the rehost. But... they call it... Oh, bro boy. Oh, but it's not even ready... Oh, sneaky noodle. Headshot by PWNet. Where is he? Oh, from above. Unfortunate. Down into yellow, I believe.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty big kill onto Maestro. It's early in the round, those evilized will be able to utilize to stop the plan.
Yeah, no. After this season, we will possibly add that rule. I don't think that's necessarily fair.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Yeah, I agree. You know, since it's not in the rules now, they're technically allowed to do it. However, you know, it gives another advantage not having different operators.
They're not finding a lot of luck with this admin breach just yet. They've fired a lot of bullets. They've angered a lot of... Oh, Redding picks up a kill here into B. They're just very upside down at the moment, and it's down to Clayman and Q-House to actually keep them ahead. I'm not sure what he's smoking there. I know, that's a funny sentence. I just realized what I said. And Clayman is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh, and Bohuja picks him up from the hallway. It's down to just Q-Pals in a... who managed to headshot the planter. Oh no, wait, Dreading actually is planting. Never mind. Oh, and he comes around the corner to try and pick up Roadboy with the shotgun, but that's not enough as Roadboy quickly fires off another round towards this direction.
Yeah, once they got control of admin, GMU pushed hard onto site, into theater, and got a good plant down. I don't know if their op select really played into that. I feel like they just won their gunfights and droned effectively. Blackbeard definitely did help. Roadboy will pick Blackbeard up again. Looks like GMU's going for a similar lineup. Oh, they will take Ying. Expecting... Oh, nope, now I'm back to Nomad. And they pick up Ying again. I just need to stop calling these out before they finish picking. We will see Not Zen switch onto Doc from the Capcan. Definitely a smart move. Taking that extra utility instead of the traps.
Okay, so I do have a bit of a
Defenders,
clarification.
protect your
If an
bombs from
admin needs to
being used by
rehost, then the round is replayed, and you have to play the same ops. If it's an admin rehost by problem. So okay, we'll revisit it. Let's just say.
All right.
Yeah. But anyways, GMU already wins the first round. Not too sure what's going on with UMD tonight. Might be that they have one sub in tonight.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers
Hodson might be
locate
going
and
for the
defuse
run out
bomb.
here. Just peeking. Try to get an early kill. Not really finding anybody. Decides to back off, not leaving himself exposed. Falling back on the bathroom. UMD just holding the site, not playing terribly far off.
Okay. Oh. Just gonna ignore that. Very hard to ignore when half the attackers are looking at that same drone that apparently is underneath the map. Very hard. It just keeps getting worse.
Nice.
But looks like they have. Oh, Sneaky Noodle picks up the kill on to Redding, who was trying to enter through the window here from connector. No leg fighting at the stairs on yellow. Not finding much luck here. However, I thought I saw somebody below. No, Zen is just nearby, and Turtle is going to run away, trying to hold off.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Bomb located by attackers.
Not
Slowly pushing in from admin.
Oh, Turtle's gonna open up the window here. Didn't get shot? What happened there?
There might be a window down though. Cupal's just missing the kill.
Turtle's going to run away as Bohuja just fires down the line and picks up a headshot on Roboy. No! Unfortunate. This round is not going well for GMU, but until PW Nut picks up Not Zen. Oh, and unfortunately, some rounds are going to come off from Q-Pals from the desk, and Flamin' Clayman picks up Bohuja in the hallway. And PW Nut is going to be none the wiser to the fact that Q-Pals is behind the desk. He even pings the wall, but Turtle is going to see Flamin' Clayman, and it's going to be 2v2 for the last 20 seconds. Q-Pals is going to hear that, and PW Nut is inside. Ooh, No Lag picks up the kill on him. Turtle is the last one standing for the attackers, and he's just going to meet a grisly fate at No Lag, facing the window.
Yeah, Turtle not being in a good position there. Low health with the diffuser. Once GMU lost all their attack and support inside, there wasn't much they could do. Turtles, if he did hop in, try to plant, one smoke grenade definitely would have sealed his fate, being at that low HP. Just 1 or 2 ticks, putting him out for the count. UMD definitely played better than they did the first time. They stopped the push early. That team kill definitely did help, however.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team kills have a really strange psychological effect at times, because it's just like, how could you make that mistake? How could you headshot your own teammate? But that was I don't understand why Roboy was moving in front of Bohuja when he had been firing downrange for 3 seconds. For a good 3 seconds.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, as you said, does have a psychological effect. Both players, you know, after a team kill, an unintentional one at least, definitely feels like you had a hand in losing the round. Whether that's true or not, it does get to your head. You know, like, did I cost us a round by, you know, running in front or getting that kill? Definitely not good.
This basement site seems pretty lonely at the moment.
Yeah,
it looks like they've been getting other hatches.
Back down the site. I mean, there are a good amount of hatches to get. I believe it is
Attackers have
3.
recovered their
They are
one,
Attackers are heading out to the
2,
fuse bomb.
and
there's
well,
4
that one,
on first.
the hatch on red wasn't gotten, and I believe no, they got the hatch in Visa as well.
Yeah, so they're going for all the hatches.
Oh.
Not sure what the plan is there. Reading will take the monster.
Reading is going to go ahead and push aggressively down Spiral, as I believe Sneaky Noodle is near to... No, not there to meet with that. Claimant is, however, going to not hear the Monty coming up.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Reading just with his... outside, does spot the Monty on the heartbeat sensor. Is he going to get some backup on pushing him? He needs to get the backup now. Oh, and unfortunately, Reading is going to be able to turn away as Sneaky Noodle is coming up. But Turtle takes on Sneaky Noodle. It's down to Claimant versus Monty. Reading being very convincing here. Gets a few shots up, but the headshot from Noleg covering Turtle. This situation keeps turning around. C4 is going to go in, and the Reading downed and then meleeed.
Yeah, UMD now has the diffuser in their sights. They just have to hold it off for a minute and a half. It is a hard task. We will not go down to PW not.
Zen is gonna get take some shots, but it's Doc, so it doesn't really matter as Nolag picks up the kill on Bohoja from the flank and comes down to Claimant. What? I'm not sure. Oh, he's expecting a blue, and finally Zen goes down to Dokubi. I should just follow Road Boy, honestly, because he is managing to get quite a few kills here and there.
We'll decide to give them a call. Push down Spiral. Gotta get that diffuser.
One headshot with the SMG-12, showing that it's not dead yet. The dream is alive, as is the existent recoil on the SMG-12. Does hear Clayman. Gonna fire a few rounds towards the right. Gonna wait for Clayman to come around the corner. He's not gonna be baited into it. He is so close. The smoke comes out. He's gonna go for it. And he almost misses it, but picks up Road Boy.
Yeah, definitely a smart play by Flaming. Yeah, he can see through that smoke with his heartbeat sensor. Doesn't need to peek, and honestly, I applaud him. A lot of players sitting there are like, you know, we have the numbers. Just get a quick peek, get the kill. But he was like, no, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to use my heartbeat sensor. I'm going to wait for an easy kill. And that's exactly what he did, and it secured them the round.
Kill spread not going too oddly in either direction. I have to say, it's interesting. It's seeming a little bit more in UMD's favor at the moment, but it could go either way. It could go either way. Gonna go into the 6-6 phase. Let's hope that UMD can make it and continue a streak of wins, because this is what, their second round in a row that they've managed to win?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
However, they will have to deal with Monty from Reading, especially playing the first floor lobby press room. That front door can be brutal to defend if you have a shield op such as Monty. They do, I think, only have one C4, and that is with Flaming. So if he loses that, it's definitely hard.
Yeah, looking over all the equipment that they brought, looks like only one really lethal explosive at the moment. Clayman trying to chase down the drone, as he doesn't have much more setup left ever since he used both his reinforcements already. And let's take a quick look at the setup for the reinforcements they have here. Looks like 3 bathroom, pretty standard. And I believe, oh, looks like they're holding the upstairs hatch, or not? I think this might be where Clayman is sitting around. No, he's probably going downstairs then. And
Yeah,
Zen-
I've seen people pull that hold before. If you open up that floor in theater, you can look right down onto that lobby door, and that can stop a Monty or a plant, so it's definitely not a bad strategy.
I'm gonna go ahead and use this last reinforcement in the kitchen. Clayman is gonna be able to see all the way upstairs onto, I believe, Turtle? No. Oh, Bohoja fighting in admin office, deciding to very clearly push in, taking some damage for his troubles. Here's that ring coming around the corner. He's gonna push forward. I don't think... Okay. Doesn't hear anymore. And Redding picks up the kill on Nodzen and immediately gets flanked upon by at least 2 defenders. Sees this chance, tries to go for the melee, but Noah quickly snaps to him, but PWNet picks up the refrag onto Q-Pals. His phone is still ringing. It's not 18 seconds anymore yet. Whoa! And PWNet wants another kill. Go on, sorry.
I just said great kill from PW Not. Almost like thought he was on yellow stairs, down into Visa. Not actually inside theater, but it turns out he was. It is now a 4v2 in GMU's favor.
Looks like Lyman sees that the attackers are moving into sight. He does get a ping confirmation that they're on site. Not gonna go for it just yet. Sneaky Noodle left to fight on her own for now. Here's the diffuser coming out. Oh, and the Blackbeard. It's down to just Noodle. But unfortunately, Bohoja takes out his Deagle. Was it a 1 Deag? No, that was more like 5. Cinco Deag.
Yeah, we've had a bit of back and forth here. We're tied at 2-2.
22 rounds. 22 rounds.
22 rounds. I don't think... Yeah, we're definitely not going to hit 22 rounds.
No, our rule set does not allow for 22 rounds. But
that's probably for the best.
I think finals is overtime unlimited, actually. Pretty sure it is. So,
It could happen.
Please don't make it happen.
I hope not. The problem when you have that many rounds and long overtimes is teams just get tired and you start making a lot of mistakes. And part of being able to play Siege at a competitive level is how sustainable you are in, you know, your mental state and how quick it deteriorates. Because, you know, you don't want to play one map and then get fatigued. You want to be able to play 3 or 4 and still be in the game.
It's what ended up happening to Empire, unfortunately. It's sad, but it ended up happening.
Bomb located by attackers.
I feel bad for the fact that Empire was doing pretty well. They were fragging out as much as possible, but they just got counter clutched quite a few times, and that dispirited them. And honestly, playing this game for longer than an hour on a single map, that's gotta suck. Yeah. That's gotta suck a lot.
Like, even in ranked, you know, if you lose 4 or 5, that's just like, alright, enough ranked for the day. Time to play casual. And losing, like, I forget what it was, like 12 to... I don't even know what the score was. That's just disheartening.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for the casual and changes coming.
Same.
Just being able to play I like what the approach they're taking with it, of just trying to make it more like a transition towards ranked. And I just like the changes that they're introducing.
Yeah.
What? How is that not a headshot? But not Zen is gonna pick up Road Boy. And going for it. Flame Clement does do damage to Bohoja, but the Ying Candelas are going to go out, and Bohoja is going to fire wildly into admin, not picking up either of the attack defenders that he's trying to refrag. instead causing a lot of chaos, allowing Reading to take the window on onto long hallway.
Not to mention a ton of utility lost there. All 5 Candelas, or sorry, 3 gone. Just pushing admin.
So many, and No Lag picks up Turtle. Where is? You know that the fuser's getting planted? No, Bohuja's literally a distraction right now. They're all focused on that. Like he finally, oh, but Bohuja pays for it with the getting headshot, and Reading is now left alone to try and pick this. Reading, what are you doing? No Lag does pick up Reading though by doing a run out. Yep, out of yellow. And they're going to go ahead and defuse while having a party.
Disabled by defenders.
Yeah, the the correct answer to that Blackbeard hold was definitely the run out.
Nobody to cover him. That's a very awkward position there, Jaeger. But it's now.
UMD just really stole that round away. That was, I think, all 5 of them were alive at the end.
They really were. No, there was only 4.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they just didn't lose anyone.
Attention to Blackbeard.
They just didn't lose anyone in that last push. Like they legitimately got rid of Bohuja, and then PW Nut was like finally seen planting. After he finished planting, he got shot in the head, so he didn't have any time to react. And then it was just down to Reading.
Yeah, I mean they blew so much utility pushing into admin. However, we will have GMU and why am I drawing a blank here? GMU and
UMD,
yeah,
UMD.
The team switch.
What?
We will have them switch sides here, attack and defense. GMU opting to go 2nd floor to start.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Put the scoreboard up for just a second. Second floor is not a bad hold, but it doesn't look like UMD is gonna pick up a Blackbeard at all, which it's kind of a mistake in my opinion. He's got such power over this B window, but I guess even that isn't enough. As last round, No Lag showed No Lag or Q-Pals with the run out showed us that if you've got nobody to cover your back and you didn't set up a claymore beforehand, that's very easily countered.
Yeah, I mean, Blackbeard could definitely help them here. They will take some solid fragging power.
Oh, sorry.
Give me taking Clash. That's an interesting pick. Are we seeing a Clash run out here?
No, I think we're just seeing a Clash. I don't know what this is. There's no one backing up Reading here. He's just standing there, menacing. And this is, of course, a joke to go for here. Like, I'm pretty sure I've said like at least a dozen SpongeBob quotes on stream before, and this is just gonna add to the pile. You could make a montage of these at this point.
Honestly, we should.
Please do not.
I won't.
And Sneaky Noodle comes over to fight the Clash. Does a little bit of damage. They trade a little bit of damage, but nothing really happens. Oh boy is in that office, trying to avoid getting shot. This admin office is played such a central role in this match. Overall, it's kind of interesting. There have been so many conflicts just over this.
Kind of playing admin like it's the site they're pushing.
Pretty much. I think they just want to take control of it to have a hold over some part of the floor. And what? I don't. Okay, he left. They've taken damage and they've just been doing damage back and forth. There has been no kills for the first minute 30. And now they're going to finally spend some time droning to make sure that they can take this room correctly. And there it is. They've taken admin finally with 1 minute 20 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah, they're pushing pretty slow here. They are, yeah, not much happening. No one's dead.
1 minute.
This will come down to the last minute.
I think just the shield clash here, Reading is going to be a huge factor, especially holding this hallway. That did not disable Clash's gadget at all. Yeah, no, this is just gonna go badly for them. He's pinging for PWNet. He's gonna get concussed here, but that's not gonna do anything. Just gonna go to another defender because that's a lot of construction grenades. And like that, Zen's gonna pick up PWNet finally though. 30 seconds ago, and we're just gonna have. It's like they're trying to push Reading. Turtle. Gotta cover that room! No, he thinks that there's somebody in the room, but Roboy picks up the headshot for him, and he rotates around to back up Reading, as Reading actually pushes very aggressively as Clash towards the Hibana, trying to cover the hole, trying to stop. There's the diffuser! Diffusers goes down, and Reading tries to find that final kill, but Roboy's gonna pick it up instead as Sneaky Noodle takes down Turtle.
Yeah, that Clash play, definitely a good strategy. UMD just couldn't push against that.
UMD just I'm sorry. Just right there. The captions turned on and said you tossers are gonna regret this. And it's just
Clash is the some of my favorite lines. They did good with her dialogue.
Apparently, we're just being able to like be exposed to a lot of these lines tonight. Because like what did Sophia say sometimes?
I forget, but it is the first time I've heard it.
Oh my god.
Well, I think it was "Hello there" or something like
Hello
that.
there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That doesn't that sound like a Shrek reference?
I could see that.
Yeah, no, because like the way she says it is kind of like Shrek would say it. But then, at the same time, there's always the very obvious Star Wars prequel meme, "Hello there."
Yep.
So I don't.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
I don't know what to think about that. But we're gonna go into round 7. Oh god, it's a slugfest. It's just literally a slugfest tonight.
Yeah, we're on round 6 here.
Beautiful bird.
A lot of holes being opened up. I'm not sure why.
It's art. Dope and share. It's art. You don't question it.
Okay. I'll have to DM him after the game and apologize for insulting his artwork.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna
Attackers recovered
kind of traditional hold here at that Clash. I want to see where they play here. They played very well last time.
Yeah, no, they managed to hold that long hallway, leveraging that Clash. Just not letting anybody push up.
I mean, across the board, Clash isn't the best op, but if it's like most shield ops, if you can get someone who can play her good.
Oh, Moja picks up a headshot on Not Zen, who is trying to breach the window, I believe. If I just go up, I can probably find the body. No? What? Oh, I see. Trying to breach the main door, and Boja is gonna walk away for his troubles and get a little bit shocked by Clash here. Take a little bit of health. That's almost a full bullet's worth of health in a fight.
He does have those frags to counter that shield. Decide not to use them. We'll go around to Visa, looking at the hatch, not finding anybody.
I would have backed off, made the Clash thing that I was gone, and then come back to try and get a nade, but it's not certain unless you've got somebody else just locking down the Clash's position.
Yeah, they don't want to spend a minute taking down one operator.
That sounds like something that happened earlier today.
Yeah, that happened a lot on Coastline. Looks like they're learning from their mistakes and trying to not waste all their time on a single person.
Minute 30, once again, very quiet, not much happening. Roboboy just watching red here. Sneaky Noodle watching down into the kitchen, trying to find somebody. Not gonna find anybody yet though. This will pop off at some point here, and first headshot onto Noodle by Roboy. It's not looking good. 5v3. Roboy is so low at the moment. Is he gonna call for a reset? Oh, and it's gonna work because that Rook armor gives you a reset no matter how much damage you take as long as it's not a headshot.
All he needed there is just and we have someone leave.
Yep.
That's great.
And Bohoja picks up 2 kills over on the stairs, but finally gets exited out on servers as slowly but surely Redding pushes up on Flaming Clayman. Not going to be able to take him down though, and is going to try and shock her to death. Nope. Redding. Going to ask them if they got a rehost. And we are going to go for that rehost. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with that. 4-3 at the moment.
We will have rehost number 3 of 22. I really hope not, but...
No, don't even joke about it. They can only ask for 4 rehosts total. This is UMD's last rehost for tonight. Unless...
Well, let's hope they don't get a technical difficulty again. That'd be tragic.
That
so
would be
if
pretty tragic.
Another one from UMD were to have difficulties, would they just have to play one man down until...
They would have to play one man down unless the player could reconnect.
That is rough.
It is very rough. And unfortunate, but it happens. And we need to have the games happen, and we need to have the games, you know, just keep going. We can't stop them at all for anything.
Yeah, especially when you have back-to-back games. You know, no, we don't want a 2 a.m. siege.
Oh God, don't remind me. It's happened. I can tell you it's happened before.
Oh no.
Yep.
Those 8 a.m. classes can wait.
Oh, yep. Sure, so people can watch and play and oh. This is why we went to an invite league. What? I don't want to have to stream everything. What? Just kidding. We'll stream however we can. Am I right? I remember now. Trying. Okay, so now I have to rebuild that from 3 to 4 because that last round was played to 4-3.
GMU won the last round, I believe.
Yeah, 4-3.
Okay.
Yeah, so
we did have Jackal,
Thermite and Jackal, and Mira and Echo. And now I just gotta build up the round history, which was just basically one wins, the other wins. Other wins, console office, blah, blah, blah. Then orange win, that's 2-2. Man, this system is interesting.
Do the site wins matter?
For the first 5 rounds, no. For hang on. They get 2 minutes for rehosts. Hang on, I need to count. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. Okay. If I recall, they won in console office. And that's a big yikes. They're going to need to try and get somebody on there. Because one of their players' internet is just dead. Completely and utterly dead.
Yeah, I was joking around earlier about, you know, college Wi-Fi, you know, apartment Wi-Fi, not too reliable. You know, I jinxed it. I will apologize for this rehost. It's definitely my fault.
Oh my god, it's a caster's curse. As soon as you joke about something going wrong, it will go wrong. That's just what happens.
It's like every time I try to cast op picks, they'll like 6-pick onto someone else, and then I'll call it out, and then they'll go back, and it's like, all right, they're just listening to my mic and doing the opposite of what I say.
Okay, looks like their internet is back, so I'm gonna give it until 25 for Noodle to come in. That's just my decision, because they are coming soon.
All right.
Good luck to them. Man, the consulate's played out very differently. Not only from...
Yeah, it's a lot closer. Also, the rounds are not as many rounds are coming down to 7 kills in 20 seconds, which is a dramatic change from the previous map on the coastline where we had teams push late and just have trouble finding kills until the last second.
Okay. Team's ready. And I'm gonna go ahead and oh no, I forgot the audio. Okay. It's just not a good day for audio for me. It just really isn't. Whew, okay, come on. Game. 4-3. People want to hear the sweet, sweet ASMR tunes of Rainbow Six Siege. But anyways, going on to round 8, 4-3, advantage to GMU right now. They just need this to close out the series with a win. Is it possible? That internet outage helped a little bit.
Yeah,
they definitely didn't.
Sorry. Didn't talk. Yes.
Oh, great.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Okay.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
And it's gonna be another rehost, administrative rehost from here.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Apologies. Oh my god. I thought that they had one other site other than this one, and that was my fault. It's kind of...
I should check too.
Like, it is a lot to take into account when trying to host these games, especially when casting and being the cameraman. But it happens. And I have to...
We should definitely have someone keep track, because I know the Invitational, they were joking about how their round notebooks weren't prepped for 22 rounds of gameplay.
Yikes!
Yeah. Imagine having to rehost a 21 round game.
That's
yeah.
That's a I do not want to do that. Okay. Thermite and wow.
Okay. Thermite Jackal.
Yeah, okay. And then Mirror Echo. And
yep.
then blue team starts off attacking. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. The first 5 rounds don't matter as long as they were even. Boom, and then wait. Unless that means that that was orange orange. Ah, I see what happened. I did have the right site, but I quoted the last 2 as yeah, come on. Which is the... Oh, that's why. Nope, nope. This is the wrong map. Okay. That's
There we go.
better. So round 6 was upstairs, and then round 7 was downstairs. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 4, 3. Okay. Going for it. And
Sorry to those who are watching about the multiple rehosts. Hopefully these last few rounds are exciting, and I want to see how this plays out. Both teams are a lot closer than last map. I feel like UMD definitely has a shot here at winning. What do you think?
I think they do. They need to bring it together and just not keep trading rounds. They need to win the next 3 without a doubt, and like very solidly. They can't let GMU push. Sorry, they can't let GMU dictate the rules of engagement that they have at the past 2 rounds, because it was 2-3 before the swap, and then it became 4-3 in GMU's favor. Especially now that they've been pushed to lobby press room, UMD really needs to capitalize on this site in order to bring back their superiority and try to get to that 6 quickly and, you know, without much fuss.
Attackers need to locate.
And speaking
and
of
defuse
capitalizing, we will have Capital be picked up by UMD, hoping to get.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Attackers
Yep,
have
I had to do
located
it.
Oh.
I can see them definitely going for smoke, easy smoke plant on that front lobby. The big advantage of Capital is those smoke bolts are not caught by those ADSs. So whatever ADSs are being put down at that front lobby aren't going to really affect their ability to smoke and plant site.
10 seconds remaining.
A moment.
5 seconds
There's
remaining.
not much different about this defense than other defenses, especially with
Attackers have recovered
set
their
4
diffuser.
Reading
Attackers are
picking up
heading out
that
to defuse the bomb.
clash once again. They're using that a lot. QPal's having a little bit of a problem with that aim there. Not getting the cam after the until the 3rd or 4th shots. And this drone is going to be positioned almost impeccably and show them that there are people in sight. If we just back off a little bit, we'll see that PW up is pretty much just holding piano as Turtle's coming out of the back room. Looks like they're gonna find any roamers up here just yet. Reading is on 2nd floor and is going to peek into admin office. Not really gonna go in very far using that shield, but behind him might be Bohoja's actually going downstairs. And Road Boy, what are you doing? Road Boy is hiding in the closet.
That's a interesting strategy.
Well, UMD is going to go ahead and take possession of admin office with at least 3 attackers and try to push forward. That Turtle on the stairs. Oh, that's PW Nut. Right around the corner. Finds the headshot on Not Zen. Trying to go for the wallbang here, but no, Turtle is not going to find anything else. But Ponut just not letting them have any control other than just admin. And Turtle is going to go ahead and go for that. Gonna go for that wallbang again. Not gonna get it. And Reading is just going to close off an entire angle and basically just distract the attackers, losing them time. It's 1 minute left already. What? This round has felt shorter than what's happened so far. Looks like they're slowly closing down this clash as Turtle is doing his darndest just to stop them, but they're gonna ignore him. Not good idea here. Ooh, Ponut picks up no leg, but QPals comes right in, picks up Ponut, and the refrag goes off. They are above you. Oh, they just missed the rope over in bathroom. Sneaky Noodle and Q-Pals are low. Sneaky Noodle's gonna get shot by Clash upstairs. This is bad. This is very bad for GMU. And Throwboy picks up 2 headshots right there.
Yeah. UMD took a lot of time pushing in that second floor, actually making next to none in terms of first floor map control until really the last minute when we had no lag dropped down into Visa office. Do you feel like Reading played a big part of that? Really just blocking them off?
No, Reading blocked off convenient angles to shoot into the room so that they could get Turtle, and at the same time, you know, just the reactionary headshot onto I believe it was, no, it wasn't the sledge. Q-Pals,
I believe it was Twitch.
Yeah, it was Twitch. Oh, that was just wow. Just not finding it. GMU might walk away with their first win of the season. It's match point again. Good job, GMU. The wildcards actually managing to beat out the strategists.
Yeah, I mean, they're punishing
Defenders protect your bombs from being
UMD's
defused by attackers.
strategic play by just really slowing it down. And, you know, a big part of strategy is your timing. And if you can slow down the timing of the strategy and it doesn't have the, and they don't have the time they need to go through with the strategy, that can just really make them fall apart. As we saw, you know, last round, where, you know, UMD wasn't making much progress because they were met with heavy resistance on second floor, and they just didn't have time to execute their plan.
5 seconds remaining.
Reading will pick up the Clash again. Having great success with that. Really liking the shield ops. Played Blackbeard a lot. Last map on Coastline. Now picking Clash.
Oh, and the peek comes out. No kills go off though, and the few shots will keep ringing out through Q-Pals. Okay, I think Sneaky Noodle is very much crashing right there, and unfortunate, but cannot call another rehost. This is going to be it for UMD. Roboy with the headshot onto No Lag, just not letting Blackbeard own that window at all. Boho just gonna ignore the drone before finally deciding to shoot it. And it looks like the Lord of the Internet himself wants GMU to win this. They're just stacking up right there, trying to get Reading, and I feel like the team kill is gonna come off of this.
Definitely. I mean, at the very least, they're killing their time. Just 3 people not making any movements onto Clash, or like anywhere on the map. That's a good 15-20 seconds they just wasted.
Oh, Noodle has returned, but that means that her team has to win out this round in order for her to continue playing. Unfortunate, but it is a 4v3. It's doable. And immediately gonna run into Reading.
Reading just seems to be able to rotate to where they're going and just block them off. He's actually very good at anticipating where they're attacking from.
He might be... No, he's not gonna go for the run out. He sees the Claymore there. Not sure... Yep, there we go. Reading gets the diffuser, and it might be over for UMD. Najzen is going to try to go for the rotate, but then realizes that the hatch might as well be open. And a headshot onto Ponut. Once again, the Clash proving to pretty much just control the flow of the game as Bohoja picks up Q+. Bohoja picks up Najzen with the headshot, ending it out for GMU. Feels bad for that internet to just rock your team's composure and just give the win to your opponent. But at the same time, GMU did play a very good game, and they're going to walk away with these 3 points.
Yeah, GMU with their first win of the season. UMD both sides actually plagued by technical difficulties. I think we had 4 rehosts tonight.
Yeah, 3 sides, including my own.
Yeah, so we had a lot of rehosts. I wouldn't be surprised if UMD at their next practice practices playing against Clash while attacking, because Reading definitely punished their strategy with his play on Clash.
Reading just, whenever Reading came out and started pushing towards UMD, had complete and utter control over the lane. Like, he would push them towards an area where they shouldn't be, and then the rest of their team, his teammates would just capitalize on that. Like Spiral Stairs, you do not want to hold Spiral Stairs against a bunch of defenders. You want to find somewhere that's more enclosed. More enclosed. You want to find somewhere where you can see exactly where they're coming from. Spiral, you're gonna see people from above you. You're gonna see people from below you. You're gonna see people behind you. There's just nowhere to go. You need to be able to counter that Clash, and then, you know, call your own shots and not let her control your direction.
I mean, definitely well played from GMU. They were walking with their first win of this season. Good job to them.
Well, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Unfortunately, we do not have a second match today. This probably going to be true also for the rest of the matches this season for Mondays anyways. This division has reduced to just 3 teams, so some teams will just get a couple weeks off here and there. Alright. I have been Duke Carge. You can follow me on Twitter at Duke Carge, and you can follow Dopenshire at...
Dopenshire.
Oh, that's kind of... Okay. I was going to give you more gravitas, but... Oh, that's pretty simple. I mean, oh, it's on screen too.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, be sure to follow the league on Twitter at CA_Siege, and follow us here on Twitch to be notified whenever we go live. Thank you, and have a good night.